Watch out, chaps. How's it going? Busy weekend from me, hence I haven't been on for a bit. Few days while I got ginned up on the weekend. Can't drink stout anymore. Well, I can drink stout. I just can't have 15 pints like I used to. Now, it's time for another thrilling episode of the shite you see on the BBC. We're up to number 3. A lot of rhymes in that sentence. But I want to lead with this shit show. Look at this, right? It says, if the BBC reinvented itself as a political party, would you vote for it? I responded, I wouldn't vote for the BBC if they stuck £1 million in my bank, vowed to stop promoting communism, and then sent the Director General around to give me a gobble. That's how much I hate the fucking BBC. Although they're all a bunch of sexual deviants and perverts, so I'm assuming it'd be a fucking good gobble. Their ideology leads to the death of civilisations, and if they did form a political party, they would rightly get less votes than the Green Party. Perhaps they would be a bit more popular if they didn't look out for Jimmy Savile for 30 years. Spicy, right? Well, that's what you get when you look out for pedos. Sorry boys, you're not very popular. I'm assuming, wasn't there a conspiracy theory that they hid some Gary Glitter stuff as well? Because he was on top of the pops. I wouldn't be surprised. And then he fucked off to Vietnam so he could get away with it over there, didn't he? You know, they say the Vietnamese don't usually celebrate Christmas. I think this year they're going to be hanging glitter. Anyway, so as usual, there's been some fucking train wrecks on the BBC. The main reason I brought that up, by the way, is because this dipshit said, I wouldn't support them if they didn't stop being a mouthpiece for the Tory party. Seriously, if you honestly think that the BBC is a mouthpiece for the Tory party, then I don't know what to tell you. You've got to be left of Owen fucking Jones to think that. I said to him, you're fucking mental, mate. It's a demonstrable fact that they're left of centre. And he was like, no, what evidence have you got? And I said, what? Other than the fucking endless drivel that they write and publish on the fucking website. And then I linked him 5 stories. I said, I'll tell you what, I'll link 5 ridiculously biased lefty stories that will delight social justice warriors, and then you link 5 biased right-wing stories that would delight right-wing conservatives, and we'll see who does the best job of it. And I found with ease, I'm not hiding my white boyfriend. Well, I wouldn't expect you to. You know, when you're a black woman living in a majority white country, I would expect that you wouldn't have to hide your boyfriend from them on account of the fact they're in the majority, and also the fact that it's 2020. It's the most civilized time in human history, and you mental bastards are still pretending you're walking around in antebellum USA. I don't know what fucking planet these people live on. Who would ask you to? Oh, and why would you need to? So anyway, that's fucking drivel. You can read that if you like. Check the link out. Then we've got sorry, not sorry. Why I sent my white daughter to a 98% black school. Are these people obsessed with race or not? Normal people don't fucking care because we revere the sanctity of the individual. There aren't any racists left anymore. They're desperate for them. They want them. They wish there was more of them so they could bolster their shite arguments. But there aren't. Nobody fucking cares. Except them. White, middle-class lefties, they care what race you are. But nobody fucking else does. Then we've got Saudi Arabia apologises for video labelling feminism as extreme. Yeah, well, you know, the BBC wants to make out like the Saudis are very tolerant and progressive, as evidenced by this nice picture of 2 progressive, tolerant bin bags with the shopping. So yeah, there's a great story. And then we had drink drive suspect tells police she's a clean white girl. Appalling race baiting headline if ever I saw one. That's the headline on the homepage. She's a clean white girl. So yeah, fuck you, whitey. And then this marvellous one. Can you be an independent woman and a good Muslim? I've said it before. I've said it dozens of times. If a BBC article ends in a question mark, the answer is always fucking no. Can you be an independent woman and a good Muslim? No. Done. Right? So this little Matt's law, if you see a headline on the BBC and it asks you a question, the answer is always no. I like to think this one proves me right yet again. On to some more recent stories. This is fucking brilliant. Look at this. So there's 3 stories on the real section on the homepage. This is the homepage. I'm not making shit up. Come down to it, you've got the intimate photo Russia didn't want you to see. Okay. Let's see what it is. Oh, look! funny. I actually did think from the thumbnail it was a man and a woman, like some erotic story from, puritanical Russians. But no, it's John and Alex, a gay couple from Russia. So they couldn't even get one. I thought maybe 2 out of the 3 were ridiculous, but it turns out all 3. So yeah, come and look at our gay pornography. Why being antisocial is the key to relaxation. The exact opposite of common fucking sense. I'll tell you what's good for your mental health. Lock yourself in a cupboard. That's good for your That's good for your mind, kids. Yeah, do it. And the unexpected benefits of having multiple lovers. Really? Yeah, it's good for you. Being a fucking living to your whims and being a fucking degenerate is good for your health. You can't make this shit up, can you? You just can't. Every story they publish is toxic. It's related to this same far left bullshit that all the kids practice these days. There's nothing good about being a filthy bastard and getting fucking plugged every weekend by massive groups of strangers. No matter how many times the BBC want to tell us that being sexual deviant is good, it's not good. It's fucking bad. And that's why kids are more depressed than they ever fucking have been, and suicide skyrocketed, and everyone's lonely and listless and fucking manic depressives because they live like fucking lunatics, and the BBC promotes it. Let's visit real anyway. God, look, are rich people heartless? No. Right? There's the law, proven right. Are rich people? No, they aren't. Fuck me. What else have we got today? Oh, look. Yay, a new frontier in Bollywood. Blokes sucking each other off in a romantic comedy about gay lovers. Fucking marvellous. Yay, look. Mangal Zayed of Savdam is different. He plays a man in love with another man. Don't care. I watch the BBC. I've seen plenty of blokes sucking each other off. Don't need the Indians to get started with it as well. Talking shit about Russia. Yeah, of course they are. That's all they fucking do. I reinvented the hair tie from my uni hall. The boss. Yeah, another empowered woman. Yeah, that's more important than fucking war and death. Bloomberg's surging. If you say so, BBC. If you fucking say so. To me, he looks less popular than a bastard at a family reunion. But according to the BBC, he's fucking top dog. Let's see. Let's see if the American people agree with the fucking BBC. Still talking shit about Brexit, saying the UK can't have a Canada trade deal. Well, fuck 'em. Will Caroline Flack's death be a turning point? Don't fucking care. The thing with this one's so obvious. She wanted to be a celebrity. She was into coke. She was a socialite. She was clearly mentally unwell. She twatted her boyfriend's fucking stoved his head in while he was asleep using a desk lamp. And apparently, it's my fault she killed herself because I said on Twitter, who gives a fuck about Caroline Flack? This is the world we're living in. Clown world. No, it's because she was a drug-addled, narcissistic sociopath with severe mental problems and she liked putting powder up her fucking nose. I don't see how it's the point of a few people being mean on Twitter. These socialites and these twats in the media just want to have all the power and none of the downsides at all. They want to be able to do what they like, shag all the prozzies, do all the coke, not pay the taxes, and the media and the general public are just not allowed to talk about it. Not allowed to say anything, not allowed to badmouth them. Just shut the fuck up and let them do as they wish. Not happening, lads. So I suggest you get used to it. And if you can't handle a bit of criticism, go and work in a fucking bank. Get a job in construction, you fucking maniac. Anyway, there's some of the best ones from the BBC for this week. It was a pile of fucking shite. I will try and commit to a few more videos this week. I've been busy. Well, busy and drunk. Combine the two, it's hard to get shit done. But yeah, I'll get a video done tomorrow. Thanks for sticking the channel out, and I'll try and do something a bit more in-depth tomorrow. Cheers.